Welcome to the Attic. We're your hosts, Jacob, and
Jacob.
today we're going to talk about a few stories and little discussions. First up on the list, Myrtle Beach.
I remember that.
I'll let you start it off.
Okay, so what is it like? This was like a year ago, right? Or was this? No, last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
I got invited to go with him down to Myrtle Beach. I'm like, get in the sun. Hell yeah, I'm going. So we get down there. We were debating on if we wanted to take anything to not entice. What's the word I'm looking for?
To enjoy the vacation better.
That's what I was thinking of. And we're like, nah, we don't want to get pulled over in another state, someone else get in trouble. So we're just like, we'll get it when we're down there. It can't be that hard, you know. You know, it's like a party area.
I think it was it a fall break?
Yeah, because you were on fall break.
Yeah. Is it that or summer?
It was fall. No, because I went back down there in July, so it was in June.
Yeah, so it was summer break.
Yeah. Why the fuck did I think it was fall? I don't know. Anyway, so we're like, no, we'll get something when we're down there. So, first night comes around.
Wait, do you remember the room, though?
I don't remember I remember the layout, but I don't know how to describe the room.
I remember the room. I believe you walked in, and you had the kitchen, and in the kitchen, I think it was a pretty deep sink. I remember that. It was pretty fucking deep. And you had a fridge, and then in front of the kitchen was the dining room table, and then where we slept, it was like the living room, and it had a pull-out couch. There was a side bedroom that was like the master bedroom. There was another bedroom that had like 2 beds in it, I think.
Yeah.
And then there was a balcony as well.
Yeah, as you're going through it, it started to come back. Because the bathroom was as soon as you walked into the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so about, I don't know what time it was, probably like 10 or 11.
It was pretty late.
Yeah, it might have been even later than that. We're like, damn, we need to get something to drink. We've been trying earlier in the day, trying to get someone off Tinder to get it for us. No luck. And we're like, how are we getting this? Like, we can't think of nothing. And I don't know whose idea it was. Was it mine or was it yours?
I think it was mine. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he refused to do it. So,
what we did, I had my man download Grindr.
Oh god. Yeah, so I did that. And I was just trying to pay somebody. I was literally just trying to pay somebody to get us alcohol. And everybody refused money. They wanted something else for the alcohol. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I mean, take one for the team.
That's literally what you were saying. You're like, bro, I think you just do it. I'm like, no. No, I'll pay someone and we won't get nothing. And, I don't know, we probably waited like another hour or two before someone finally.
I think it was about an hour and a half.
Yeah, and then this one person's finally like, yeah, I'll get you some stuff. All right. Okay. Because, like, at this point, I'm not expecting anybody to.
I'm pretty sure we gave up.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, we basically given up.
We were done.
I'd seen way too many penises for the day, and I was over it. And this dude, like, he was pretty chill, talking about like a business he owned or something. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring you that." And I'm like, "Oh, for real? Like, we got the cash?" He goes, "No, don't even worry about it." I'm like,
Which is a little sus.
Yeah, it was, and it was like probably at this point like 12:30.
Yeah.
So we walked down out of the hotel, like into the parking garage, and then we're just kind of standing in the parking garage, and this dude pulls up in this truck. What did he give us? A bottle of Pink Whitney and a case of White Claws.
Yeah, unopened, all unopened.
Yeah, freshly bought, and all he wanted was a handshake, which again he held my hand a little too long for my comfort, a little too long for my comfort.
It was really awkward. I remember waiting down there, and I had my phone fucking, ready. These guys are trying to, like, fucking kidnap man or some shit, dude.
The whole time, I'm the one that's talking to the guy. He's like, "But what if he, like, kidnaps you?" I'm like, "Bro, you're right here. What do you mean kidnaps me? Like, what are you gonna do?" What did we do? Did we go back up to the room? Or
we went up back to the room, and I remember getting out my shaker cup and pouring like half of the shaker cup, like filling it up with Pink Whitney, and then you filled up. I just
took the bottle.
You just took the bottle, And we took the White Claws, went down to the beach. We fucking yoinked a couple chairs from the resort.
I don't think we were allowed to do that, by the way.
We were not. Yoinked some chairs, sat down. I'm pretty sure we chugged the Pink Whitney.
Oh, yeah, the Pink Whitneys were going quick.
Yeah, and then we were working on the White Claws.
Oh, and when we were working on the... No, we did the White Claws first.
Was it?
Yeah, because I remember after I was drinking the Whitney, I looked over, and I'm like, yo, I think there are people in the lifeguard tower.
Yeah. When did we do, we sang Toes?
Yeah,
we down to the beach.
We had the White Claws.
Gotcha.
That was a good moment. I think
did we bring the White Claws? Did we bring them the first time, or did we bring them the second time?
No, we did. We left the claws in the room.
Yeah, I think
we just took the Whitney.
We just took the Whitney, and we just finished the bottle of Whitney.
Yeah, because we had the claws the second night, and that's when we went down to Toes because we couldn't get chairs. I don't think.
Yeah, we brought towels.
Yeah, fuck towels. Oh, but on the first night, we were down there for a little bit, just listening to music, chilling, listening to the waves. I think we saw like a spaceship or some shit.
I don't know.
I think it was a spaceship.
I don't know.
I still think it was a spaceship. And I don't believe in aliens, so that's saying something. But then we saw those people.
Yeah, a couple people in the tower.
I don't know how far they were away, but they were a good little distance. I'm like, bro, let's go talk to him. And he's like, nah.
Hell no.
He literally refused to talk to him.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
He's like, you go talk to him.
Yeah.
At this point, I had half the bottle in me. I'm like, you know what? I will go do that. So I fucking marched my ass over there. And I just walk up there. What's up? How y'all doing? It was a boy and a girl. I think they were together. They're not anymore, but they were at that time. I'm not disclosing names, but we'll call them. I want to give them code names.
Todd and Melissa.
Okay, so we walk up there. Todd's big chillin'. They'd been drinking too. Melissa, she needed a dress. And so I'm over there talking to Todd and Melissa for about, I don't know, I think I was over there for like half an hour.
You were over there for a minute, and then I remember texting you, and I was like, dog, like, are we good? Can I come over? What's going on?
You texted me, you said, are they cool?
yeah, they cool.
And the whole time I was over there, I told him as soon as I was like walked up to him, I was out there with a buddy. He was chilling. I came over to make sure you guys were cool. And they're like, where's your friend at? I'm like, oh, he's down there. You see him? Like, why ain't he coming over? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like,
I didn't know if they were cool. I was waiting on a text. You didn't text me back yet.
So you just thought I was like getting jumped or some shit?
I was gonna wait until I got to go.
Yeah, we hung out with them for a good while.
It was a while. We were there for at least a couple hours.
Oh yeah, like 3 or 4 in the morning, I think.
Yeah, I remember that guy was a hick.
Oh
yeah, he was a hick.
Like I thought people up here had an accent.
Yeah.
He was a whole nother one. And then we were talking to them for a while about like linking up and going to a party, but we did meet up with them again. That's later on, but I'll tell that a little later.
Sure.
Because it's a story about you.
Yeah.
But I think that was pretty much the first day.
I believe it was. And I remember going back. And then the next day we went to the boardwalk. There was I don't remember. Do you remember the name of the boardwalk? It might have just been Myrtle Beach boardwalk or like North Myrtle Beach boardwalk or something.
I was literally just gonna call it the boardwalk.
Yeah, I don't know. But went down to the boardwalk and we went to the first store we saw. There was something in the window. It said Delta 8 THC. Now I was very confused by that because in was it South Carolina? Is that where Myrtle Beach is, or is it North Carolina?
I do believe it's South.
Well, there I looked it up. I mean, THC is illegal down there. So we went to the store and walked in and was like, hey, I was wondering, like, how is this, legal here? And this lady that owned the store goes, how old are you guys? Showed their ID, and we're over 18. And she kicked us out of the store.
Immediately. Like, as soon as we stepped in.
Didn't even answer my question. It was a genuine question. Like, how is this legal? I wanted to know. I didn't understand.
Because I believe this was, like, the first time we'd ever heard of, like, Delta 8.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever heard of Delta 8. Would not even answer a single question. She was a fucking asshole. I wanted to call the fucking cops. Say, yo, this bitch selling THC, dog. Like, get down here.
No, you were 100%.
I wanted to. I wanted to.
I remember we
She'd
were
be a
walking. We were walking like down a little farther, just looking at other stores, and you're like, you know, I might call the cops on her.
Yeah, she was being a bitch. Like, just answer a question. I didn't want to buy anything. I just wanted to know. But I know we went to a clothes store, and that's when I got a couple tank tops. You got that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had Myrtle Beach on. It was a pink one and a gray one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I went back the second time I went and I got some stuff from there.
Yeah, that was a nice store.
I enjoy it. I like it down there.
But I remember we went to another store, and this store also sold Delta 8, and we were talking to the lady at the counter, and we told him about that other girl, and she was upset too. Like,
Well, she was mad.
Yeah, she was like, she should not have done that. It is you guys are old enough to have this if you want it. Like, she was very adamant that she was like trying to sell it to us.
But she was trying to sell us hard. Like, she started telling us like a little bit about her life. She's like, so where are you guys from? Because we told her we were down there like on a vacation, and we're like Indiana, and she's like, oh no way, I'm originally from there too. And like she was just going on and on.
Yeah, but we were looking at these edibles, and I remember they were like kind of like crescent moon shaped.
Yours were.
Mine were.
Yeah, you got a higher milligram.
Oh yeah, what was mine 75 or was it 50?
Yours were 75.
Yeah, mine were 75. And you got 20s.
25s, yeah.
25s. Yeah, so mine were big crescent moons, and we bought them. And did we take one there?
No. We weighed. I think we took them on the drive back. No. We took them right when we got back.
Oh yeah, so we get back from Boardwalk, show off the shit that we bought there, and we went out to the balcony. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we I tore off mine like in a third, so I guess a third of 75. I don't want to do math right now.
It's 25.
Oh yeah, 25. So yeah, I took 25, you took 25, and we went to family dinner.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt right here. First off, he didn't tell me this was a family dinner.
I wasn't aware we were having a family dinner.
Okay. Also, for instance, I'm pretty sure the first time I'd met over half of his family.
Yes.
So just try to picture this. I'm sure a couple of y'all have done some narcotics in your life. This is your first time in a while getting high off an edible, and you're at a family dinner with this people. Like, this is your first time meeting these people. So like the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, I feel high. Do I look high? It was not a funny. The food was phenomenal.
To be honest, we had lasagna, and my uncle made some bomb lasagna, dude.
Yeah,
Holy shit, that lasagna was fire. And I remember I sat next to my grandpa, and I remember I was starting to get a little high, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm looking at Grandpa, and Grandpa's just looking back at me smiling, like a huge-ass smile looking at me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, like, this man knows.
The only time I looked up was at him, because most of the time I was literally looking down at my food, and I remember I texted you, like, I want to leave.
Yeah, you said, we got to get out of here. Like, we got to go. And I remember when I was starting to get high, I texted you, and I was like, you want to go beach?
Yeah, I'd been wanting to go to the beach.
Let's go. And we walked down to the beach. Well,
that when we walked back down to the beach, that's when we met back up with what are their names? Todd and Melissa.
Todd and Melissa, yeah.
Yeah, Todd and Melissa. And at this point in time, he was zoinked.
Yeah, so in my mind, I am too high. I haven't smoked. I haven't had any weed in like a year, I believe. It was like a year and a half. And ate that edible, went down to the beach. I could no longer function. I didn't want to be there. Like, the wind was uncomfortable. I was just like standing in place, rocking back and forth. It was bad. And these motherfuckers go, just go in the water. Like, it's cold. It'll like wake you up. Like, it'll get you unhigh. So I fucking stumble my ass to the water and like turn around and like, fuck you guys, and fucking get in the water. It is cold as a motherfucker, and I'm still high.
Well, I remember that time, like they were gonna be out there for a while, because they had like a whole cooler of alcohol. Because I remember I walked up, and he's like, "Hey, you want a bud?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, "Is he good?" Because like
No.
I've been talking to him for like 10, 15 minutes, and he was literally, "I'm gonna show you."
Literally, I was in my own safe space.
He did not. I don't think he left, because after we left the beach, we went back up to the room, I think.
Yeah, that's when I laid down. I was out. I just went to sleep.
And so that leaves me in there with his whole family, who's playing cards at this point.
Canasta, probably.
Huh?
Probably playing canasta.
Oh, no, I just saw cards. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna go play whatever they're playing. I'm too zoinked to try to understand the rules of stuff. I'm just gonna go to the hot tub. So I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to the hot tub. I get down to the hot tub. Nobody was in there at first. I get in the hot tub. It was nice, relaxing, and then I would say there was a older lady, not older, about 30 years old. She walks in there, and I don't know. As soon as one person walked in, I'm like, oh fuck, bro. They know something's wrong with me, because I was sitting in the corner of the hot tub with my knees to my chest and my arms wrapped around them, like with my face just looking down at the water. And
I had no idea.
Yeah, I know you were asleep. I was like, oh shit. So I'm just gonna stay here. And then like her friend walks in. She was a piece, by the way. She had 2 children, and I only remember because they were making me really uncomfortable because they kept splashing around the hot tub.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I was just sitting
hot
there.
tub etiquette, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The moms were doing pretty good with it, but the kids needed a little bit of training. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait these motherfuckers out. I don't want to move right now. I am that uncomfortable that I'm just gonna. And I'd say I was in the hot tub for like an hour, and they were still in there. I'm like, you know what? I'm actually gonna pass out if I don't get out of this hot tub. So I just bit the bullet.
Yep.
And went back to the room, and I think that's all I remember from that day.
Yeah. Now the next day, I remember we wanted to go watch a movie.
Yeah.
And it was the new Conjuring. I don't remember the name of it though.
I literally think it was The Conjuring 3. Might have been 4.
No, I don't think that was the name of it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right.
I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Go for it. You remember what it's about? I thought it was The Conjuring, The Devil Within.
The Devil Made Me Do It. Yeah.
The Devil Made me do it.
I do not remember a thing
I
about
don't
that
remember
movie.
a thing about
I don't
that.
even know how we got into the movies.
I remember how we got into the movie.
No, I'm saying like we were way too high to try to like go out, like walk through a public mall, a place we've never been before. I remember like we were gonna be late to the movie.
Yeah, so my stepdad took us there. We convinced him to take us down to the movies, and I don't remember what he did. I think he just went around and did something in town.
I think he went home.
Oh. Well, he took us there. We took some more edibles on the way, like before we left, so we would like start feeling it like once we got there. It wasn't a fat drive. Wasn't it like a 30-minute drive or some shit as well?
Yeah, and I felt mine before we got there.
I didn't. I feel like once we got there, I started feeling mine. I don't remember going into the movie theater either.
Oh no, I do because I remember you started like tweaking at like going into the movie theater. Because we both started tweaking. We're like, yo, we're way too high to be here right now. We've never been here before.
Did we go to no? Was that the one where we thought we were in the wrong movie theater?
Yeah, because it started playing Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it started playing this trailer for Jurassic Park. I kid you not, this trailer is like 10 minutes long.
But I'm not gonna lie,
it was gas.
Yeah, it was.
I would have rather watched that, to be honest.
Facts.
Yeah, it was lit.
I was so high at that point that I'm like, dinosaurs are alive.
Yeah, you were like, should we go find our movie theater? We're in the wrong one. And I'm like, no, we're not. It's probably just a trailer. And it kept going. I'm like, we might be in the wrong one. But I was like, but fuck it, right? Let's just watch this.
I mean, it was good.
Yeah,
bro.
it was good.
Like once it changed, I was actually a little heartbroken.
I don't remember the movie at all.
I could literally go watch it right now.
Yeah.
It'd be a new movie.
Yeah, I don't remember it. And then we went home. Did we get something to eat?
We did. I think we got Wendy's.
Oh, yeah.
Because then they started doing like fireworks on the balcony.
Yeah, when we got back, they were doing fireworks. Did we take more edibles that night?
I think that's the night we fucking watched the show on the TV.
Oh, well, I mean, what did we do before that? Because we got home at like 11, probably.
I think we went down to I think that's the day we went down to the beach and we just walked it.
Yeah, we went to the beach and just walked. And there were so many people there, by the way. Like, just looking for shells, I asked a family member about it, and I believe people go down there and look for, like, clams and shit as well.
That could be it. I remember
and
seeing
like sand dollars and shit like that.
Sand dollars is a big one.
Yeah.
Because that's my grandma kept messaging me like, "Hey, give me a sand dollar." I'm like, what is that?
Oh, you remember the jellyfish?
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. All the dead
Yeah.
jellyfish on the shore was creepy.
Yeah, I don't even remember why the fuck they washed up. But there was like a bunch of them.
I don't either.
Like well over 10, I'd say.
Oh yeah, and I was like, I didn't notice it. Like the first time I saw it, I'm like, yo, what is that?
Yeah.
And then I was like terrified to walk the beach because I'm like, I don't know if that thing can still fucking sting me. So like I walked around with my head down. I probably looked like I was like, what's it, introverted?
Oh yeah. What? So after we went to the beach, we went back to the room. We probably took edibles when we went to the beach. I would assume.
We ate at least one every single day.
Yeah.
Like the
But-
rest of the time we were there, because I was not going back on Grindr and getting us more alcohol. We could have traded for. No, I'm thinking about we could have traded a.
Traded like Todd and Melissa like edibles for.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But I remember we went back to the room and it's probably like 3 a.m. at this point, and we had some TV on, like winding down, and it was just regular TV. Like we were on the same channel that we were watching during the day. And it was just some movie. Like I assumed it was some movie. It was like some action thing. It involved like a husband and like a wife, and there was like an action part of the movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
there was like fighting going on and shit like that. Like looked like an like all right movie, I guess. And then all of a sudden, they start fucking, but not just like movie fucking.
They were getting it in.
They were like getting it, like porn fucking.
Yeah, because I remember I was just playing on my phone, like looking up occasionally, and then I'm like, yo, what the fuck is on the TV? And you're like, I think it's porn. I'm like, why'd you change the channel? You're like, I didn't. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
It was all right.
Yeah, I think it's a 7 out of 10.
It was all right. That was pretty much it about the trip, wasn't it? That's about all I remember of it.
After we got the edibles, the trip
Yeah,
just became boring.
after
Even the ride back, because the ride back, I was eating them like.
Yeah, I ate edibles too on the ride back, and we were just out the whole ride pretty much.
Yeah, no, I was awake the ride back.
You were awake?
Yeah.
I was out.
No, I was awake because I don't know why I popped them like candy and I was awake the whole time. I just had like my headphones on.
I'm just high.
Oh, I was zoinked. Like, I was looking out the window like, nature is beautiful.
I took like a half one and just went to bed. Like I was asleep like the whole ride pretty much.
I ate 3 on the way back.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but for me, because I think I hadn't taken more than my 25 the whole trip. Or I was like splitting mine in half, but I was high as fuck on the whole way back. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That we remember.
Yeah, I mean,
there's probably something crazy we're leaving
that lasagna was fire.
The lasagna was phenomenal.
I want more of that shit.
Actually, I would take it.
Yeah.
I would just prefer to be at least sober or.
Yeah. I might call him up and be like, yo.
Got some lasagna.
Can you make me like a whole ass lasagna? What he does is he pre-makes them. So he makes like 3 at a time, and then he puts them in the freezer, and then what you do is you just warm them up in the oven for like 30 minutes.
For it being pre-made and just warmed up, that was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, he makes it from scratch. Like he takes like hours on hours to make the lasagna.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, you got.
And it's like double layered or something. It's like triple or double layered.
It's at least, I think it might have been triple because it was fat pieces.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
That shit was good.
I do remember something else. Like we got, I think it was before we went to the beach, like the second or the third time. I think we were high in the room. Cause I have a fuck ton of we just were in the mirror taking like crazy photos.
Oh,
I have all those photos on my phone.
I don't remember what type of photos.
I'll find it. Give me a second, cause they should be in my underneath the location. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't taken here.
Yeah. Oh my god, you gotta show these 2 pictures to the camera.
All right. I'll see if I can do this.
We're going crazy. Look at that auto exposure, man, coming back up to bright. The camera.
Oh yeah, it's going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all for that trip.
Yeah.
I think we have a discussion topic up next.
Yeah, discussion. Environmental damage and execution.
Okay, that one's mine.
Yes, it was.
Because I've thought about this for a while. They complain about vehicles and stuff damaging I think it's like the ozone. Look, I'm not a scientist or an environmentalist. I am in what's the proper word? I'm an asshole.
Yeah, there you go.
I just look for reasons to make cruel jokes. So, I remember why I even thought of this topic. I was driving one day, and this truck like took off, like pulled out in front of me, and then took off, and then like I literally could not see the road in front of me because of how much black smoke he blew out. And I'm like, you know what? The amount of environmental damage he just did, he should be executed. Like, I shouldn't have to like cut down on my resources. Yeah, I shouldn't have to cut down on my resources if someone else is polluting more than me. They should have to pay the price for their own pollution. It's accountability.
Well, I don't think it's the driver's fault. It would be the car company fault.
The stock model of that vehicle does not put out smoke like that.
Well, then it's the mechanic.
I believe that Hick did it himself.
Well, here's the problem with if you're going to start executing people for pollution, well, then we better start executing people for stealing, for, for tax fraud, for...
I've been thinking about that one.
Just about anything, because the pollution is something that everyone does, whether you do it or not. Even your CO2 is pollution.
I'm not mad if they execute me, but, okay. What I'm saying is, if we start doing that, crime will cut down. And if it doesn't cut down, we are solving the overpopulation problem very quickly.
Well, I mean, COVID kind of helped with that.
Yeah, COVID, it didn't really do it how it could have been done. You see what I'm saying?
I don't agree.
I believe you need a harsher penalty. For
Death penalty, I'm not too against.
They barely do that shit.
Well, because it became inhumane.
Do they know what our military does?
Most of our military doesn't know what our military does.
Okay. Okay. But if the death penalty is inhumane, we should have to disband all of our special forces units. Because I can guarantee they have done much worse to humans more recently than someone's been executed.
Talking about war crimes, Russia dropped an oxygen bomb on Ukraine, which would be it was on a populated area with civilians, which would be a war crime. And on top of that, they killed a news reporter. I do not know what country this news reporter was from, but it was an unarmed news reporter.
Okay, can we just talk? I understand they dropped a bomb on the killing of
Well,
reporters.
they bombed some other shit too, like power plants, and like have stopped different supplies to like where preventing the people from getting like certain items and shit like that.
Yeah, but if you think about the concept of war, they're doing everything.
Well, yes, the concept of war, but there is certain rules that, of course, Russia and certain countries probably wouldn't follow them, but there is like the Geneva Convention, which is like certain rules during war that you cannot break.
Which is only
being enforced by probably the UN, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes
is
to
it the UN? Is that the current
so.
one? I remember we looked this up.
I do believe so. But when it comes to war, in my aspect, if I was in war, I am fighting for my survival. Nobody's gonna tell me what I cannot do.
Yeah,
and it's a very recent thing because before, throughout history, you did what you wanted when it came to
a point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is supplies and stuff like that. That's nothing crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's just preventing the civilians from, continuing to live.
Pick up a gun. You just got a new job.
Well, a lot of them are. A lot of the civilians in Ukraine are very, very nationalistic.
Oh, they're going crazy.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure they're doing pretty well for themselves, considering.
In my opinion, I think Russia's just playing with them.
But why would you?
Why would I?
They're wasting so much money and resources on, if that's what they're doing, just stalling for what?
Because I think what they're doing, once they get what they're after, I think they want to take where they're taking for oil.
Yes, and they also took that port city. If you remember, that was a while ago. But if you remember, we watched
they got
that video.
So it literally, once they take that, they get basically Ukraine. Ukraine will have to work with them.
I mean, it's Kyiv, right? Kyiv or whatever. is where they are.
Keeps the capital, I do believe.
Yeah, isn't like that's the place that they're at.
I think so, yes. But I don't think that's what they want.
Well, no, but they want the land in the certain areas because if ever we watched that video,
The railroads.
yeah, the railroads along with the positioning of the land would mean less fronts that they would have to theoretically defend against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Personally, whichever country gets me lower gas
only
prices.
history will tell, you know.
If history tells anything, Russia's going to piss us off somehow, and we're going into World War III.
Hopefully not.
I'm a little interested. Okay, draft speaking.
I'm legally blind.
Huh?
Don't even fuck with me.
Oh, I got 2 broken ankles. Actually, this one's reconstructed. I have asthma. I do not meet any of the requirements. You want to see my mile time? It's terrible.
Well, I think when it comes to a draft, I don't think they care about like certain physical
I have
aspects.
asthma.
Well,
Without my glasses, I cannot see this camera in front of me.
yeah, like I would play my color blindness into legally blindness.
You might not want to tell them what you're going to play.
I'll just cut it out. But that's literally what happened to my grandpa. He was drafted for the Vietnam War because he was a banker. So his job wasn't important enough to where you wouldn't have to go to war. And he was in boot camp, and he was extremely colorblind. And at first they were like, oh, that's fine. It just means you can spot people moving in, like, grass in certain areas. Well, it was so colorblind that he could not tell the difference between 2 uniforms. Like, he could not tell the difference between the U.S. uniform and the Vietnamese uniform. Because they had, like, showed him the both uniforms. He could not tell the difference. So they sent him home after boot camp.
I would go to the draft if they did it in like a sports draft way. Like with the first pick in the 2022 United States draft, the Marines select. You see what I'm saying?
You know how long that would be?
It'd be phenomenal.
It'd be like a month-long event.
I'll be watching it like, come on, I know I'm not a 3rd round draft pick, bro. Like if they take me in the 7th round, I'm not going. I'm gonna just become a free agent. What country wants me?
Free agent.
I refuse. You know what I'm saying?
All right, next story up, cemetery. Now, I will preface this saying that I've been friends with you for how long now, you think? I was probably 17, right? 16, 17?
Yeah, because I think I was 17.
So it's been damn near 4 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, at first we were just all work buddies. So me, you, a couple other people at work, just work buddies. And I remember getting invited out to go to the park after work. I show up to the park. I know none of these people. There was quite a few, I'll say a handful of people there. And a lot of them I'm still friends with today. And we played, went to the park that was like closest to where we worked, which was some fast food restaurant. And we played freeze tag. My ass was out of shape.
I feel that one, man.
And I remember this little fucking skinny dude chasing me around.
that's
chasing me around, man's it. He's chased me up and down this fucking slide, and I kid you not, he just tells me, listen, man, you're not getting away. It's just like, yeah, you're right. Like, go ahead, get me. I don't remember how long we played tag for.
I think we played tag for a good like hour and a half.
Yeah, I can tell you I was exhausted by the end of it.
I think everybody was. That's why we stopped.
But we decided, like dumb teenagers, that we would go to a cemetery.
I think the cemetery was impulse because I believe we were just us younger ones were like, we're not trying to go home yet, so we just went around. We were just all driving around listening.
Yeah,
to music.
I think we were just driving around in 2 separate cars.
Yeah,
and then
which is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then we someone from one car called the other car. It's like, oh, let's go to the cemetery, like this place. And I remember we pulled up to the cemetery, and the guys decided to play a prank on the girls. And we walked ahead of the girls, and we hid behind some of the gravestones. And we waited like 3-4 minutes, and finally they start creeping, and they're talking like, you better not jump out at us, blah 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 blah.
Which, anyways, if you let me see hear how close you are to me, I'm just gonna make the prank worse on you, by the way.
But finally, they get close enough, and we all jump out and like yell at them, and they're just doing their little fucking girl scream, and they ran back to the car.
Yeah, I think they locked us out.
Did they lock us out of the car?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, they ran back to the car. I remember we walked back, and we see headlights coming in. And we went over the hill, and we looked, and what do you see on the side of the car? Sheriff's office, police. Oh, fuck. So we all sprinted behind that hill, went to the edge of the graveyard, and just fucking dropped behind.
I literally went fucking flat like a squirrel.
Yeah, we all just laid down behind the hill and just dropped and waited. And we heard the car door open. I remember someone getting out of the car.
Yeah, I think he was looking out. The cars on the side. Because our cars were literally right there.
Yeah, our cars are literally right by the fucking cemetery. Now, granted, they weren't in the cemetery, so you can't necessarily prove that you're in the cemetery.
And there was like 12 of us, so good luck getting us all. Granted, me and you were probably the biggest people. So
yeah, we were fine.
It would have been one of us.
But we waited. And I remember the guy taking a flashlight, and he kind of shined it through the graveyard a little bit. And he got back in his car, and he drove off. And I believe that's when we were like, all right, fuck that. Like, we're out.
We went to another cemetery.
Did we go to another one?
Yeah, the out that way. I'm a boy of the name Knightstown. Not Knightstown, Greensboro.
I don't know if I remember that.
We went to Greensboro after that. I know some people went home. You might have went home.
I might have went home.
Because it was late at that point.
Well, then go for it. Tell the Greensboro one.
Oh, we just went and walked around.
No.
Because this bitch thought she was a witch. So she's like, I can be out here and I'll be safe. And the rest of us were like, I don't think that works like that. But, any witches that watch this video, calm down. I don't believe you can hex me through if you can, look me face to face and hex me, pussy.
You can give me a hex that increases my dick size.
Or if you want to give me a hex that makes me look like The Rock, I will actually take that. Good hexes are allowed. Negative hexes just don't affect me.
All right. Tell the
other
dogs.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. It was a car full. I remember it was only a car full. Cause I don't remember who was driving, but it doesn't matter. We were lapped up actually. There was 8 of us. 8 of us in a 5-seater. We were going crazy. We get to this one cemetery because people always said like this cemetery was like haunted, shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? No, it's not. And I'm like, first off, I hate all things scary to the bone, but there were chicks in the car. I'm like, I can't, I'm not gonna look like a bitch. So I go out there with everyone. The trail back is so muddy, like we're slipping just walking back there. And we get back there and we're looking around, and like all the gravestones, like they're lightly carved. It's dark as hell. We all have our flashlights on, and people are trying to like ooh, like do ghost noises and shit. Everyone was just like on top edge. It's because they're like everyone had heard stories that they released dogs out there if they know people are out there. And we all wanted to see if that was true. Why? I do not know. We were stupid. So we get out there. We're walking around. And then I heard like a bark. We all heard like a bark. So we all look around. We're like, yo, not funny. Who the fuck's doing that? And then we heard it again. And again and again. And we're all like, at this point, we're all gathered. And so like we all see that nobody's doing it. And then, like, they get closer and closer. It gets close enough to where we can hear them running through the woods. So we're all just like, oh, shit. And we fucking take off running back. It was probably a quarter mile, if not a half mile, back to the car. On mud that we were slipping on. And at this time, I was damn near 300, 280, somewhere in there. So that's a long way to run for a big boy. That's a long way to run. And the only thing on my mind is I'm in the back. That bitch is going to bite me first. And, like, if I fall, I'm not getting up in time. I'm a big boy. I'm falling hard. I think.
Was it the Witch's Circle?
That might have been it, yeah. Were you there?
No, I just know of it.
Oh, I think we invited you.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, the smart man.
I'm good.
But I remember we all get back to the car. We get back to the car. Our driver takes off. It's not even a good road, first off. Potholes everywhere.
That's
curvy.
most of Indiana, to be honest.
Curvy as hell. Or we get in the car, starts it up. We're probably at 80 miles an hour in 10 seconds around curves. But we were all, man, it was a fun time looking back on it. But at that moment in time, it was not fun. No, they called the cops before they let the dogs off.
Oh.
Yes, because we get back to the car, and there's a cop car that drives past. It didn't stop. It just drove past, which we were all geeked out. We're
I
like,
probably saw you get in the car, to be honest. It was like,
yeah, he's like,
you know,
okay,
just
they're
a bunch of
leaving.
fucking
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
You know.
I do remember that because we get in, we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
we're all, like, trying to lay
realistically,
down. If he would have,
yeah, I mean, we were under the age.
yeah,
They wouldn't have done anything.
they probably would have just said, go home.
Yeah.
Which we probably need to be told that anyways. That's pretty much it on that. There's nothing else really nothing I can remember.
Yeah.
'Cause that was a minute ago.
Well, let's go with Tinder. How do you feel about Tinder?
It's absolute garbage,
I agree.
but it is probably, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 overall, but I'm still giving it 4 points higher than Bumble.
Yeah, you don't like Bumble?
I
hate Bumble too, bro. Bumble sucks dick. You know why? Because he's okay.
Yeah, we gotta be careful with it.
Okay.
I have an opinion on Tinder too, but I can't give it. You gotta be careful. Get
Listen,
canceled
Tinder
first
sucks
episode.
dick. This is what you got to do. Fucking talk to people, man. Like in public. Just talk. Go out to eat. Find someone that you seem interested in. Just fucking go talk to them.
I mean, that's really the best way to do it.
It really is.
Yeah, but most people just like, they don't take it well nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of tough. You got to watch what you say to, like, when you flirt with people now, with the whole PC culture and what you're allowed to say in public versus what you can't. And
Yeah.
it doesn't help with, a bunch of different lawsuits that have come into play in recent times as well.
Doesn't help when you're, well, let's see. I'm comfortable talking to pretty much anybody. I'm cool.
Yeah, I would say I'm comfortable talking to anyone, but is everyone comfortable talking to
That's
us?
what I'm saying, because I'm not going to say like I'm a huge person in stature, but I'm not a small person. So I understand the aspect of if I just walk up to you, I might be intimidating.
Sure.
Not just because the color of my skin, which probably adds +5 on that. Like if I was Chad, stone cold white, Irish white, there's no threat. I could be 6'7".
I suppose.
Overall, I hate it. You can have a bio, like the best bio in the world. I got phenomenal photos on my Tinder. We might
took
throw that.
some of them.
You did actually, and you're featured in a couple.
Yes, sir.
We might do that on the episode. Have the comments rate our Tinder.
Oh, that would be fire.
Yeah. But overall, it's terrible. I'll tell you this from the opposite perspective. I was on my friend's phone. She is an attractive woman. We were just messing around on it. So we would literally swipe right as fast as possible until like it wouldn't even say. Like, it wouldn't even pop up and say match. It would just pop up for like a notification from the top. Every person we swiped on had liked her.
Bro, you know why that is, right?
Because he can fuck her?
No, because there is just too many horny fucking dudes.
Oh.
And not enough women. That's where it really comes down to. The percentage base of, like, the percent of men on Tinder versus the percent of women on Tinder. So if you put that into like ratio, it just so happens, and a lot of girls on Tinder, they'll match and then they'll stop using Tinder for a while, type shit. So then it's like, it takes a while for that another like group of people to come back on Tinder,
Well, and half of them have lied about their age.
That's big
So
facts.
that's all this one
I
said.
swipe left instantly on any bio that has an age lower with an asterisk, because that means at one point in time, this person was underage on Tinder.
I saw one the other day whose age was 25 and they had an asterisk to 18.
Bro. Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
She's been on there for years.
They deserve the death sentence.
Whoa, okay. I don't believe in killing children.
Listen, man.
That's okay, never mind. Never mind.
You sitting over there trapping people?
Because they probably would have tried to hit him with the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also do feel like there are certain situations, like, if you get killed in them, I blame you.
What?
Like, that one, like, the age thing, I understand it plays a difference. Like, the death penalty, like, both parties in that should be killed, in my opinion. He should be killed as well because he did it.
He should have known.
Yeah.
I asked for ID, birth dates. I asked for high school experience, college experience, to prove to me. If you're not gonna show me your fucking ID, prove to me that you're over.
Oh, like name a college course.
Yeah. What's your favorite throwback song? Some shit like that.
Yeah, but their parents might be old school.
That's fair.
Like, they could just throw like some Nirvana out there or some shit.
That's fair.
And you'd be like, oh yeah,
that's fair.
I feel like the main one.
I don't even talk to fuckers. If I look at them and I think, there's a chance that they're a little under.
I'm pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
I always ask.
Oh yeah, I mean you insta ask
immediately. I don't
but
care
even then you don't know.
And that right there really can kill a conversation too. It's like, how old are you? Because then they think like I'm just trying to like fuck you. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you're not in an age group.
Yeah, this is a safety thing. This is legality.
Legality. I mean, I feel like. Okay, so the population in Earth, everyone should have their own lawyer. Like, you should have one guy that takes care of. You know what? No. We should have done our education system like China does.
Explain.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you take a test, and how you score on the test, it decides
your career,
yeah, what you'll do.
Test.
Yes.
Okay.
Because your economy.
I mean, I'd be the president at this fucking point.
Are you kidding me? I would be a fucking emperor of the world. I would have thrown it back. But like, your economy to me will run smoother.
Maybe. Is it people that are smart or is it people that are motivated that's more important? Because I'm smart, but I'm not motivated.
I'm stupid as shit, but I feel like I'm motivated.
So which is better?
I'm taking the smart people.
I don't agree.
Actually, yeah, I do counteract that. Okay, I don't think you put qualifications on jobs in. You just do them. You do the interview.
I think, it should be interview based and skill based.
Exactly.
It should not be college based. I think most, if not, well, except for like doctors and shit. There's certain fields that I feel like
if you're motivated enough to save a motherfucker, you can save a motherfucker.
Well, there at
That's
least
how I be feeling
has
about
to
these
be
hoes.
like a fat intern program.
But then they're gonna want like a contract, basically like college. Like, you have to stay here for so long after we train you, since we're spending this much money.
Sure, but I mean that gets you into the career. But I think doctors. I think you probably should go to fucking school for that.
I don't know.
But for a lot of fields, I feel like it should be more internship work experience than it should be college, because college is mostly theory. It teaches you the theory, but not application.
Yeah, you have no real
and then
world
what you
job
do
experience.
is that you just have the basic knowledge, and then you get into a job that's an intern program that requires 2 years of work experience, because that makes sense, and then they teach you the way that they do it.
Okay, and now let's say you get out of school when you're 18. You got the 4 years of college at least, so you're 22. You got the 2 years of that. You're 24. Like, you're halfway through. Like, 24, you should be like.
At 24,
you should be advancing your life.
Yeah, but
Not
instead,
just getting into your field.
you're in debt, and you have a shitty internship, and more than likely you're getting paid jack shit for your beginner position.
Yeah.
And you're in, a couple $100,000 of debt.
Exactly. I've been saying
very stupid.
It's a scam for years, and I don't know why it went
100%
twice.
agree. But in some scenarios, you cannot get a job in the field unless you have that degree.
It's in a lot of scenarios, actually, more than you would think.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. I think you should. Okay, in certain fields, I understand, like doctor, vet. You want them to know what they're doing. But in other jobs, I feel like you should just base it off their work. If they can put together like a portfolio of what they've done for that, like in that, like construction, you show them things you've built.
Well, yeah, construction you can self-teach, especially.
Yeah, but like
computer science you can self-teach.
That's why I'm saying graphics design you can
finance,
self-teach.
I think you could self-teach as well.
If you can.
Because
That
you can
depends.
find courses online and teach yourself and just about anything.
Yeah, but it's really different when you're like a self-teaching thing. It's different when you're dealing someone else's money.
Yeah, I just mean, there's a lot of different jobs you can self-teach through the internet, but
Yeah,
companies
plenty.
don't respect that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's so many certificates you can get for things online.
I mean, I have 3 of them.
Yeah, if
And
once you
guess
get,
what that did for me?
oh, it doesn't do shit.
Nothing.
I think I have 2 certificates and I can't do anything with them.
Yeah.
And it's not even a field that you really need to go to college for.
Yeah.
I can actually find more on the internet or literally YouTube videos. I can find more.
I can find more real-world applications of computer science on YouTube than I have in my entire college career.
We hit all of our topics.
I think we did. I think we did pretty good.
You know what? I would say we did well as
I
well.
think we did pretty good. Are we calling it?
Yeah, I think we're wrapping this one up. If you did enjoy this podcast, The Attic, don't forget that name.
Yes, The Attic on YouTube. Do we make Instagram and Twitter yet?
We have not made Instagram and Twitter. By the time this video comes out, we will have an Instagram and Twitter.
In the description.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get The Attic for both of them, but you never know. Some grandma might have
Might be
claimed
The
it.
Attic, YT or some shit.
Yeah, but we'll have all those out as well. Links will be in the description. They'll also be... We'll put them on the screen as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
Type in the comments any topics you want to hear about in the next episode. We have plenty of stories to come, so be prepared.
So, we'll see y'all next time we're in The Attic.
Yes, sir.